Welcome to part 2 of freeing every slave in Morrowind. In part 1, we had freed our first 20 slaves. We still have 145 slaves left to free. If this is the first video on this run you are watching, I'd recommend watching the prologue to understand the rules and context to some of the decisions I make. I'd also recommend watching part 1 after finishing this video. Why? I forgot, but I know there's a reason. Anyways, on to the video. We'll begin by starting the main quest. Caius wants us to get information about the 6th house in the Morrowind cult. He suggests we talk to Hasfat and Tobolus, who will likely want us to do him a favor in exchange for information. What is this favor? Hasfat wants us to find a Dwemer puzzle box from the Dwemer ruin of Arkanthan. Though first, I will place these slave bracers in Raylan's corpse. Something I didn't mention in either the previous video or prologue is that I'm going to be training my short blade skill early in this run. This is solely for Sheogorath's Danger quest, which offers the Spear of Bitter Mercy as a reward, the best spear available in the game. Anyways, we grab the puzzle box and deliver it to Hasfat. He tells us that the 6th house, House Dagoth, was an ancient great house that was destroyed by the other 5 great houses for treason after siding with the Dwemer during the War of the First Council. He gives us some notes to hand to Caius and recommends some books related to the 6th house. He doesn't offer us much information on the Morrowind cult. However, he does suggest that we speak to Sharn Gramuskob for such information, and Caius tells us to do just that. Though first, let's illegally sleep in the Fighters Guild's bedroom quarters to advance to level 7. Fuck off, Dagoth. At this point, my character's speechcraft reached 66 after constantly harassing people, especially merchants. This is a good thing for us because speechcraft is one of House Alalu's favorite skills. The rank I need, Kinsman, requires at least one of their favorite skills to be 40. Looking back, choosing speechcraft as a major skill ended up being a better decision than I initially thought. I initially chose it as a major skill to make my taunts more effective early in the run. However, it ended up making the process of advancing in House Alalu much quicker. Anyways, back to the main quest. Sharn Gramuskob wants us to retrieve a skull from the Andrano ancestral tomb. We'll take a Silt Strider to Satanin and follow the road signs that point to Pelagiad until we see the tomb on our left. Let's just forward to the part where I grab the skull. Don't forget the skill book. I give her the skull, and here's what she tells us about the Morrowind cult. The Morrowind cult is an Ashlander cult that believes that someone by the name Nerevar will be reincarnated to expose the tribunal gods as fake, restore the ancestral worship practiced by the Ashlanders, and drive out the Outlanders from Morrowind. The temple has outlawed this cult as the prophecy of Nerevar's reincarnation threatens the position of the tribunal gods. If you think about it, the third part of the prophecy did somewhat become true, at least in Vardenfell. After the events of Red Deer, almost if not all of Vardenfell became uninhabitable after Red Mountain erupted and covered the whole island in ash. Since Vardenfell was now uninhabitable, that meant no more Outlanders living there. Anyways, Sharn Gramuskob hands me some notes to bring to Caius. We hand him the notes, and he tells us to do some outside stuff. Time to free some slaves. Our first stop will be at Penat, a cave north of Pelagiad. We kill the slave owners. Oh, you're just Fister. You're just a Fister. Ha. Here we go. The key. Take any loot I consider valuable and free the three slaves residing here, Ikapi, Eula, and Tisabi. Let's drop off some books at the Council Club. Savor Trandle at the Council Club offers training in mercantile up to 47 and buys books. Something I often did was pay him for mercantile training and then sell him books to get my money back. Then, after killing him during the Bad People's quest, I'd take the books out of his inventory and sell it to other merchants to make extra profit. I'm not sure if I ever ended up doing it in this run. You might be wondering how I don't remember. That is because I completed this run back in early August and started working on the prologue video at the end of that month. I barely remember most of the stuff I did in all 7 VODs. The script I wrote for this video is based on the knowledge I have about the first and second VOD. I only have slightly more knowledge about what happens in the next 5 parts than you do. Anyways, our next stop will be at the Dren Plantation. The key for these slaves is located on a desk near Orvis Dren in his manor. Oh wait, wrong key. That key was for the basement of his manor. The actual key is in the inventory of Frenius Possessius, so we'll need to kill him. We're gonna have to kill this guy. Oh, looks like we got another spear person. Stop fleeing. Now that we got the key, let's free these slaves. Okay, one guy went hostile. Oh! So it looks like we're going to have to kill some more people before we set these slaves loose. I'll use taunting so I can fight each one individually instead of all together. Oh! God damn it. There we go. Don't let him get us. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that the guards are dead, let's now free them. Nitine, Azini, Arabi, and Gajulan. Where's your bracer? Okay, no bracer. So there we go, we got 4 more. That's a total of 27 this stream. Oh god. This guy's hostile. Oh, let me just get a potion. How much damage did you do? Oh. Wait. You know what? Give me a few hits. I need the endurance. Actually, no. We don't want to grind. Oh, storage sack. Wait, will he report me? Okay, no, he won't. Might have fallen through the floor. I'll have to check. So I love how he's just like, I see you. Return it.
Put it back. I see you. Put it back. Scout.
Ah. Over encumbered. We'll leave Heights' foot at the plantation for now and free him later. That is because he is associated with the quest Free Hides His Foot, which is a quest you'll get from Ilmini Dren after completing the Twin Lamps. Freeing him now will start his quest prematurely and break the Twin Lamps quest, making it impossible to free Jasada. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and steal all the moon sugar and skooma at the plantation. Now we'll head north to the Arville plantation. The key needed to free the slaves at the Dren plantation is the same one needed to free the slaves here. Time to do some taunt and escorting. I'll start off with Afri, bring her to Dren, and unlock her bracers. I tried to escort Madara, Jakara, and Kasa at the same time. However, Madara and Jakara started fighting each other. This was something I had to take into consideration when doing this run. When you cast Command Humanoid on an NPC, they will almost immediately begin attacking any other NPC who is hostile towards you. Not only did I need to escort a bunch of slaves to their destination, I also had to make sure none of them killed each other in the process. Let's try this again, but individually. We'll bring Kasa back, so you guys stay committed. Jakara, and finally Madara to their destination. Enough spot? Oh, there we go. Let's not forget to escort Kalma and Shatalg as well.
Kill it!
We'll pay a visit to our next slave, Jorin Dar, an escaped slave hiding in Derdeacon's farmhouse. Taunt him, escort him to Dren, and free him. My next stop was the Ules plantation, which is northwest of Saran. The 6 slaves at this plantation also require us to escort them to Dren. Though before doing that, I will speak to a supposed slave named Tull. Tull wants me to bring him to Derdeacon's farmhouse, a farmhouse owned by a man named Derdeacon who helps escaped slaves hide from slave catchers, or whatever you call them. I forgot the term. Anyways, once we arrive at Derdeacon's farmhouse, Tull admits that he is actually a Kimono Tong agent who was assigned to kill Derdeacon. He tells me to back off and let him kill him. Obviously, I didn't allow this and he became hostile.
May the gods with you.
Oh, this guy's tough. Wait, can you stop? Stop fleeing. Oh, god damn it. Hold on, let me just... After putting Tull down, Derdeacon thanks me and gives me an enchanted ring. Before leaving, I made sure to heal his wounds. I will say I find it weird that a non-Dunmer, especially an Argonian, would be in the Kimono Tong. They're pretty xenophobic. I'll take a visit to Saran to repair my gear and do some shopping. I'll drop these slave bracers next to the Silt Strider person in Saran and pick them back up the next time I visit the town. Now let's return to the Ules plantation. Unlike Arville, I chose not to escort each one individually because the path from Ules to Dren is long. Instead, I taunted and escorted all 6 of them simultaneously. I have an idea on how to prevent them from killing each other. Great. Now we just gotta bring all 6 of these. To the Dren Plantation. Once I brought all 6 of them to Dren, I used Command Humanoid, freed them, and then immediately entered this building so that they would disappear. Twice Bitten, Rizada, Morningstar Steals Away Clouds, Greythroat, Unjara, and Solani. Oh, I forgot to get training. Oh well. Our final stop in this video will be the Ababel Egg Mine. These slaves and the egg mine are owned by Mistress Thorana of Tel Branora. Recently, a slave rebellion had started because Thorana kept demanding more eggs than the mine could produce. In addition, it turns out she's not even using the eggs for food. She's using them as decoration. Her place must smell rotten. The slaves direct me to the leader of the rebellion, Alidol Lay, an Argonian sorcerer. He explains to me the whole situation, and I agreed to help him escape. Can you fucking move? Goddamn. Dude, move. We'll grab the key from this crate and bring it to Alidol. He thanks us and tells me that he'll unlock everyone else's bracers for me. Anara, Donru, Droza, Jadado, Sinre, and Alildal Lee are now freed. Before leaving, I exit and re-enter the mine to make sure if there are any slave bracers they left behind. Oh my god. Stupid things, move. Yeah, these are annoying. Sure enough, there were. Our total number of freed slaves has now been brought up to 46. There are still 119 slaves left to free. However, we will free them next time. Stay tuned for part 3.